Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever this message may find you, it is your girl, J's Louise, aka Chef Jewel, back with another devotional message from God. I can't wait to hear what he's going to tell us today. And I just wanted to say something really quick, right? You know, when there's small things that you go through throughout your day or your week, like small things that work out in your favor, right? I just think that we should, show gratitude in those moments, because you never know, like, how it could have went another way, right? Anything that you can think of in the day, throughout your day, always acknowledge that and be grateful that it could have went some other way, and it could have not went in your favor, but it did. It did. Anyways, good morning. We will go ahead and do our breath work, which is going to be 4 breaths in and out deep. So it's just like a timeout, a woosah. However you want to view it, that's what we're going to do. And then we'll pray. Okay. Ooh. Yes. Let us pray. Father God, thank you for waking me up out of my bed this morning. Please give me the words to communicate clearly to the collectives. Help us to rid ourselves of old ways that have kept us stuck. Help us to help us to rid ourselves of fear and all blockages, and have the strength to ignore our old ways that have kept us stuck. Stay alert, to keep our peace of mind, gain strength in applying our wisdom to live inside of our abundance. Amen. I try to memorize, because I have so many mantras, and I come up with new mantras based on what I learn, like wordplay. You know what I mean? Because words are powerful. What you tell yourself every day is powerful. And I have old mantras that I had, that are like, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that money comes to you and I in increasing quantities on a continuous basis through various sources, all in a positive and peaceful manner. Good vibes only. I'm free and I'm awake. That is one mantra that I learned, right? And then I have like other ones, like I'm the head, not the tail. Every time I talk, the people will listen. Every time I speak, the people listen, like things like that. But this one is a newer prayer that I came up with. Mantra, prayer, affirmation, however, it's just words, it's play on words. But this is something I've been trying to learn, but reading it, I think it cripples me, so I try not to look at it, but then I screwed it up. Anyway, boom. So we are reading out of Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. Today is January 24th. All right, so let us read. My peace is the treasure of treasures. How many of us can agree with that, right? Peace is priceless. My peace is the treasure of treasures, the pearl of great price. It is an exquisitely costly gift for both the giver and the receiver. I purchased this peace for you with my blood. You receive this gift by trusting me in the midst of life's storms. If you have the world's peace, everything going your way, you don't seek my unfathomable peace. Thank me when things do not go your way. because spiritual blessings come wrapped in trials. Adverse circumstances are normal in a fallen world. Expect them each day. Rejoice in the face of hardships, for I have overcome the world. And I'm just gonna, before I go on to down to the readings, right? I just want to speak on this and say that I used to hear a lot of churches and preachers and speakers speak on adversity and saying like, oh, you're going to go through stuff anyway, but it's how you handle it is what, you ever heard the saying, you hear all these cliches and these sayings. I talk about cliches a lot because we talk about these things and we say these meanings and we don't really understand what it really means when you're saying it, like how to really apply these things to your life. And when you say this and you're like, trust me during adversity, I think that we really don't grasp the understanding of when you're going through something and you're going to go through something. That's the first thing that I feel like as young people we need to accept when we're young. We need to know that and understand it when we're young. Like, it needs to be something that we really truly grasp. Like, all right, we live in a culture world. We live in a world where temptations overpower righteousness. Like, so if you know that you're living in this world, it's called a fallen world, right? So we already know that things are not going to be in divine order, right? Because everything is being knocked off course in every which way, right? If we as individuals are one little piece, one part of what everything is already doing, just like a wave in the ocean, right? There's a piece to that puzzle. There's the sand and the water and the air and the salt and the fish and the creatures of the sea. Everything is a part of what everything is doing. You're just one piece of that, right? So if man in the mirror, right, one person is off, then that's trickling off some more stuff into the atmosphere, into the, it's all our little belief systems and petty ways. All of this is little pieces of what's being created around us in reality, right? And it's like, when they say you create your life, right? It's bigger than you creating your life. You're co-creating, meaning you're setting up your life based upon your decisions, right? You can think up and dream up what you want, but if you're not setting it up to be that way, it's not going to really happen. And I think that that's the thing where we get all mixed up and we don't understand that the whole name of the game is to maintain a peace of mind during whatever is going on. Even when you've created and made a mistake and you created something that's trickled down. That's just like, for example, if you have a child with a woman that the woman and you can't see eye to eye. Y'all don't have a meeting of the minds about anything, right? If that's happening, of course, that's a decision that you made, right? And now it's playing out in your reality by you guys disagreeing, not being able to raise a child. Not being on the same page can really cause a lot of issues when you have a child between two people, right? That's just one of many. So I'm gonna bring it back in, but my point is, life is guaranteed to bring you discomforts because of the decisions that we've all made collectively. The way this world has been set up culturally. There's going to be adversity, there's going to be hurt, there's going to be pain, right? So we can avoid these things by choosing the path, right? The promised land path, the righteousness, however you want to view it. When you choose that path, it lessens the amount of adversity that cross our path, right? That we have to deal with. Some things are just going to happen. Things are just going to happen. There's going to be things that don't actually go to plan, right? Sometimes it's in your favor when it doesn't. And we have to maintain the peace. You are ultimately tested when you're going through your trials and you're able to maintain that peace. because you're like, man, it is what it is. There's nothing I could do. I'm dealing with it, and I'm doing the next right thing to get through that thing to the next thing, whatever that may be, right? But I just wanted to say that because we're in a fallen world, so we're going to deal with things, right? And you always look at it like we're told wrong. I'm telling you, I've been told wrong. Like, you think, you know, just because you choose the path, ain't nothing gonna happen, and it's like, oh, then you mad at God because things ain't going the way. But that's not how this is set up anyway. We were wrongly informed. and when you go through something and you have that mentality and you go through some stuff, you are like, it's like you're slapped upside the head, because you like, what? This is not how it is. You know, you've been thinking it's this way, and it's this way. That's why you got to choose the kingdom life. You got to choose the kingdom way of living, because it keeps you at peace no matter what's going on. Because you have an understanding, you have a connection. God, having a connection to God, He gives you the peace. It's like, literally, He gives you the peace to be like, oh, I'm accepting this. I gotta accept it. Because what other way is there to be? Because if you're kicking against accepting it, that's when you have anxiety. Whatever it is, whatever the thing is that you're not accepting, that you're not allowing to be. If this is what's happening, you have to be in acceptance of what's going on, and then you have to try to see the best way to handle it, the best outcome, you know, being honest. Let's move down to the readings. Matthew 13, verse 46. Who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. James 1, 2 through verse 2 through 3. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds of trials, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. And that's what I'm saying. Like, each time that you handle adversity in a peaceful manner, it not only do you feel accomplished, right? It just feels good. And how many times have you handled something wrong and you felt defeated? So that's how you know it's the truth. Like, go off, really pay attention to your life and the events that take place in your life and the relationships that you have. And really just trace it all back to the root cause or the root thing. Or like, why am I even friends with this person in the first place? How do we even become close? Is it this? Is it that? When you trace back and really go to the root and be truthful with yourself, you're able to understand like things better. And when you understand things, you're able to handle it better. Just like when I always say, when you understand a person or people in your lives, excuse me, when you properly understand the people that you care about in your lives, it makes it easier for you to deal with them. And then you rise above zodiac. You rise above your hang-ups with different signs. You rise above that was me. That's why I'm smiling, because the queen of, oh, you're a who? You're a what? You're this sign? And I mean, it's bigger. It's way big. Everything is bigger than that, and we are all a part of what's already happening. We're a little piece of what's going on. Yeah. And it's very important that we understand that. Like, just play your part. Be a part. If you can't help, don't hinder. If you can't help, don't hinder. Get out the way. Get out the way for the help. Because if you're in the way, not only are you in the way of your own progress and your own self-growth and evolvement, you hindering other people's. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother thing. But your faith develops perseverance. That's powerful. John 16, verse 33. I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world, you will have tribulation. What did I just say? What did I just say? Cling to the kingdom lifestyle, the righteousness, or whatever words you want to use that can connect with you, your psyche, for it to be true to you. Whatever the words you must use, or the concept, use that to land the communication within yourself, so you can really understand it and grasp it and apply it. Because you knowing it, hearing it on a video, saying it to other people because it sounds good, that don't make it true to you, and it doesn't also mean that you have applied it. Okay. I have overcome the world. He said, but take heart. I have overcome the world. In the world you will have tribulation. In me you will have peace. I just think that's just so powerful. And if you are on this video right now and you're able to receive that, you are, congratulations, because you have a level of awareness that is pushing you in the direction that's getting you closer to what you say you want out of life. And it's important that we do these things every single day. This is a daily practice. This is not something that you do when you feel like it. This is an everyday practice. You don't have to go name yourself righteous to be righteous. I know a lot of men name righteous that aren't righteous. It's about how you live. It's nothing more, nothing less than that. How do you live? How do you conduct yourself on a daily basis when nobody's looking? And my sister made a good point. This is too long, but really quick, she made a really good point. She said, you don't do good deeds just so you can tell people that you did it. You don't even do it so people can see you doing it. You just do it. And anytime that, and I've done this, I can say that I've done something, and when I did the thing, like, I talked about it so I could, I guess, get accolades. Subconsciously, I probably did it to get accolades, but I don't need accolades, because really this is who I am. I mean, I'm gonna do this anyway, so it's not like it makes or breaks that, you know, that I told somebody. Like, that's the thing that I think we get mixed up. And there's a lot of good deeds that go unnoticed, and that's fine. But guess who's seen it? God. And guess whose life's gonna reflect that? Yours. Yours. We don't do things because we want people to know we did them. We do it because that person needed that help. They needed that leg up. And that's it. And you were in a position, thank God, you were in the position to give the person a leg up. It's nothing to do with you, your ego, you got money, you don't got money. Like, nah, it's what you, like Rihanna said. I love Rihanna. Shout out to her. If she ever sees this video, I don't know, it would be a blessing. But it does, like, what is it? You're supposed to do this. If you can do it, you're supposed to do it, and you don't need to do a documentary of it. Do it because that's what you feel. It was God put it on your heart. It's not you. He put you in position to even be able to bless this other person. So be thankful for that. When you actually, the next time you do something for somebody, after you do it, thank God that you were able to do that for them. Thank God that He utilized you to bless them and make them have a good day. Make them have a better week, a better month, a better year. Okay? Till next time, you guys already know. I wish you peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy them all. I love you.